For this question, we are going to first figure out f of g of x, namely the composition of these two functions, and then we are going to determine the domain and the range at the end. Likewise, for part B, we'll do g of f of x. So the order is different, the answer will also be different, so be really careful. Alright, so let's start with this right here. Well, we see that we have f on the outside and then g inside, so let me just indicate that our g function inside, which is just this, namely 2x minus 5. And then, what does this do? This means we have to look at the function f and enter 2x minus 5 into the x right here. So, here we have 1 over, we see the x right here, but again, we are going to change that to 2x minus 5. After that, we have what? We have a plus 3. And then, of course, we can just work this out. This is 1 over 2x. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. So this right here is what we have. All right? And you see, this is the fraction situation. We have the x on the bottom. So let's see. For the domain, so let me just write this down right here for you guys. For the domain, we have to make sure that the denominator cannot be equal to 0. So I will just write this down right here. 2x minus 2. This right here, again, cannot be equal to 0. So I'll just do that. And then we can just continue. Plus 2 on both sides. Cancel this. And then we will see we get the 2x cannot be equal to 2. And then we can just divide the 2 on both sides. And we get the x cannot be equal to 1. So that's pretty much it. X cannot be equal to 1. And again, this right here is for the domain, right? And then, let me put down the range right here. Well, for the range, here we have a fraction, and there's no other number, right? So the range is just simply y is not equal to 0. Well, maybe if you guys want the review, I'll just write this down right here for you guys real quick. Remember, whenever you have a fraction situation, f of x equals some number, the number really doesn't matter, and then divided by ax plus b, and then on the outside, you see plus c right here. To calculate the range, what you do is just look at whatever this number is, and then just say y cannot be equal to this number. But again, this is our result. Do we have any other number after that? No. So that's 0. That's why it's y is not equal to 0, and we are done. Yep. All right. Let's figure out g of f of x. So this time, g is on the outside. So let's see. And then we have the f of x. F of x is this. So we have the 1 over x plus 3. And then we are just going to plug in this into here. So now, let's see, we have 2 right here. And then x is this. So I'll just put this down right here for you guys. 1 over x plus 3. And then we are just going to minus 5 after that. Alright, this is like 2 times this. So we can just say this is equal to, let me see. This is like 2 times this, which is just 2 over x plus 3. And then on the outside, we have the minus 5. So this right here is the result of g of f of x. Alright, let's do the domain right here. Domain, right? Well, again, just pay attention to the bottom right here and make it not equal to 0. So x plus 3 cannot be equal to 0. And as usual, just minus 3 on both sides. And you see x cannot be equal to 3. So that's pretty much it. So, sorry, x cannot be equal to negative 3. And we're done. And as of the range, this time is different. We have this number here, you see? And again, per our discussion earlier, we just have to say y cannot be equal to this number. So for the range, it's just y cannot be equal to negative 5. Right? So be sure you remember the small details that we have been going over for the domain and the range for this kind of situations. And that's it.